Since we're now into May, we've got something to do virtually every day. And today, we're looking at peas. We've grown a couple of extra packs of peas because the ones that we planted earlier on don't seem to have done too well. We only put a few in to see how they'd get on, but the temperature was very much up and down for a week or two. And they've struggled because of that. So that's why we always keep these backup plants. And these are sugar snap peas. So you basically eat the old pod. You don't wait for it to produce peas that you shell later on. So we're going to try again, and we're going to offer them a bit of feed as well. We're just going to sprinkle some bone meal all the way across that area where we're planting these peas. And planting them is going to be pretty easy. We grew them all together, and we've got quite a dense root system, which obviously we're going to have to free off as we go. But you can see that they've grown into nice plants, and this plug has got 3 plants in it. And that's exactly how we're going to plant them. 1 plug every couple of inches the whole way along that area. And I always do it round about this time of year because peas don't like the weather when it's too hot. It causes them problems. So you're better off growing your main crop peas as early as possible. And normally I would have had the entire thing done by now, but because this weather has been so up and down for the last couple of months, we've left it till a little bit later. But there's still plenty of time to grow peas. And if you've not grown plants already, you can just make a drill across the area where you want to plant those peas and then just sprinkle your peas in. Just soak them in a bowl of water so they expand a bit. That's going to help with germination. And then maybe put a bit of mesh over the top to stop pests digging those up and eating them. So we'll pop off down to where we've put these peas in, and we'll make some fresh holes, and we're just going to drop all these plugs in all the way across. So this is that area where we put those first peas, and you can see that they're not doing really well. This one has basically died. So we'll just fill all the way across this row with fresh plants now and see how they get on. But I'm going to make the holes in advance so we can just drop the plugs straight in. And I'm going either side of those existing plants and then in between again. Try and get as many plants in as we can. And I'm only planting them about that far apart, a couple of inches. So just a quick untangling of those roots, like that. We'll drop those straight in. Very quick, easy job to do. And each plug's got at least 2 plants in it, so that's going to help us get a better harvest. Really good root systems. So just a couple more and we've done that entire row again. So there we go, another full row of peas in there, and we'll see how they got on this time. So we'll just give them a bit of watering. That's another job done, and we've still got quite a few peas left over. But that's a good thing, because if any start to go over at any point over the next few weeks, we've got some backups to replace them with, which is why we always grow more than we know we need. We're not quite finished with those peas just yet. They're going to need something to cling on to as they grow, because as they grow upwards, they'll put out little tendrils, and they need something to wrap around, and then the plant will grow again. And it'll carry on doing that until it gets right to the top of those canes. But you've got to use some netting like this, so they can get a good grip to help support themselves as they do climb. And this is just some cheap netting, and what we'll do with it is we'll tie wrap it to those canes all the way across that structure and right at the top as well. But we're also going to get a little bit of extra netting just for the moment to put over the tops of those peas while they get established, because you've always got a chance that pigeons are going to come down and start trying to eat the tops off those peas, which is something you definitely don't want. So we'll get this put up as soon as possible, but between now and then we'll offer that little bit of extra protection with a piece of netting, and then we know those plants are going to be safe until they reach a size where they're going to start climbing. And that's as main cut peas all sorted out. And at the front of that pea area, there's still a spare patch of land. So what we'll do with that is we'll give that a good dig over, add some fertiliser, and then we're going to erect a wigwam out of canes. Because we've just got a lot of cobra French beans that's germinated, and they're a good size as well. There's plenty of plants there for what I need. No problems at the moment with roots, but these plants also grow very quick, so the sooner we get them out here the better. So we'll get some canes, we'll make that wigwam, add fertiliser, pop all those plants all the way around, and we'll put 2 to 3 plants per cane. And then maybe at rest I'll pop in a container and see how they get on. So basically every day from now on we're going to be planting something out there, because sun's shining, it's really warm in greenhouse, and hopefully we've passed us last frost date. It still can be a bit dodgy anywhere between now and the 15th of May, but maybe just for once it'll swerve us and we can just carry on getting as much planting in ground as we possibly can. If you're interested in seeing us set up this wigwam and planting these French beans and lots of other things we're going to be doing all the way through this week, please hit that subscribe button and press that notifications bell, and we look forward to seeing you then.